Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're taking a closer look at the world of those highly marketed online fashion retailers.
Right. The ones you see everywhere online.
Exactly. We've got a stack of sources here, all reviewing a store called Almond Muse. They sell trendy clothing, accessories, that kind of thing.
Lifestyle apparel.
Yeah, so our mission is pretty straightforward. Almond Muse, they sell this vision of high quality, super on-trend designs and fast delivery.
The whole package.
We're here to basically give you the shortcut to distill what shoppers actually get versus what all that gorgeous marketing promises.
Okay, let's unpack this for you.
Let's do it.
Almond Muse markets itself as the go-to place for stylish, modern pieces. Things that will, elevate your wardrobe.
Right, and they often imply this premium or near premium material quality in their photos.
But when you actually look closely at the consumer feedback and the sources we have, there's a pretty big gap between that high-end look and the tangible product. That is the absolute crux of it. The professional photography, the styling, it creates massive visual appeal and really high expectations.
And the reality.
The actual quality is consistently described as hit or miss.
Yeah.
And it's not just about a bad batch here or there. This seems to be a structural feature.
What do you mean by structural?
Well, when a retailer relies on this huge network of, different overseas manufacturers, which is the hallmark of the ultra-fast fashion supply chain,
I see.
it becomes almost impossible to standardize things. You can't standardize fabric quality, stitch density, or even size and consistency across thousands of different items.
So the hit or miss isn't really a flaw in the system. It's the cost of doing business that way.
It is the business model.
And that variable quality then puts a lot of pressure on the second piece of the puzzle, right? The delivery infrastructure and the customer support.
Exactly. If the item isn't right, how easy is it to fix the problem? And when you look at the infrastructure behind the scenes, you realize the whole operation is optimized for that front-end visual appeal, not the back-end logistics.
So what does that look like in practice? Shipping times?
Shipping times are reported as, generally average, if not slow. Our sources show a pretty consistent average of 10 to 14 days.
10 to 14 days. That's pretty slow for what's meant to be a major player.
It is. And it suggests they're probably drop shipping or relying heavily on slower international freight instead of, expedited centralized fulfillment.
And if you're waiting 2 weeks for a product that might be a miss instead of a hit, your need for good customer support suddenly just skyrockets.
It really does.
So are the systems even in place to handle a high volume of returns or sizing questions?
The reviews indicate that yes, customer support exists, but buyers need to seriously manage their expectations.
Not a great sign.
You're not going to get immediate, comprehensive solutions. Processing returns and refunds can be a long, pretty frustrating process. It just seems the resources go into marketing, not customer retention.
Okay, so if the product is variable and the logistics are slow, how does Almond Muse keep people coming back? I guess that brings us to the pricing.
That's the key.
The sources note the prices are technically mid-range, but they're almost never sold at that original price. It's all heavy discounting.
And this reliance on creating urgency is the core of their success. They use all the classic e-commerce pressure tactics.
Like the countdown timers?
Exactly. Countdown timers for flash sales, claims of limited stock, those little pop-ups telling you that, 20 other people are looking at the same item.
Right.
The whole goal is to short-circuit your critical thinking, to prompt an immediate click before you have time to go check third-party reviews.
So wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you if you're thinking about adding a piece from Almond Muse to your cart?
I think the consensus is that it's a viable option, but, and this is a big but, only if you approach it as a calculated risk.
It's neither a complete scam nor a luxury shopping experience. It's somewhere in that murky middle.
A very murky middle. You're mostly paying for the trendy design and the aggressive marketing, not necessarily the, durability of the material.
So cautious buying is the name of the game.
Yeah, for sure. You need to check the material composition that's listed very, very closely. And maybe don't order anything you need right away.
Right. Not for an event next weekend.
Definitely not. Almond Muse seems best suited for a patient, selective shopper who's just looking for an inexpensive piece to try out a short-term trend.
The ultimate insight here is really just managing your expectations to avoid that frustration.
It is. And, this raises an important question that goes beyond just this one retailer.
Oh.
How aware are you as a consumer of these psychological levers being pulled by marketing? How does a sale timer or limited stock, notice, actually change your willingness to accept average quality or slow shipping?
That's a great point. Something to really mull over as you browse next time. Understanding the system is probably the best defense against buyer's remorse.
I think so.
Well, that's all for this deep dive into navigating the claims of online retail.